Macmillan Audio presents The Better Half on the Genetic Superiority of Women by Sharon Moalem, MD, PhD. Read for you by the author. For my better half. Author's note. Some of the names, case details, and identifying characteristics of people referenced in this book have been changed to protect the confidentiality of patients, colleagues, acquaintances, friends, and family. In some cases, scenarios and descriptions have been altered or combined to provide an added level of anonymity, as well as to give clarity to an idea or diagnosis. This book is intended as a reference volume only, not as a medical manual. It is not intended as a substitute for any treatment that may have been prescribed by your doctor. If you suspect that you have a medical problem, I urge you to seek competent medical help. I have undertaken, as boldly as I can, but not without shame, to treat a topic previously ignored, but by no means far from the truth, namely, the nobility and preeminence of the female sex. Henricus Cornelius Agrippa, Antwerp, April 16th, 1529. Introduction. Here are some basic facts. Women live longer than men. Women have stronger immune systems. Women are less likely to suffer from a developmental disability, are more likely to see the world in a wider variety of colors, and overall are better at fighting cancer. Women are simply stronger than men at every stage of life. But why? I became fixated on this question one summer night as I lay inside an ambulance speeding toward the hospital after a serious car accident. Lying on the stretcher, hooked up to the monitors, I found myself reflecting on two specific events in my past that had become vivid memories. One occurred when I was a doctor treating premature babies in a neonatal intensive care unit, NICU, and the other was 10 years earlier when I was focused on neurogenetics, working with people in their final years of life. The two events seemed connected in some way, but I couldn't quite put my finger on how. Then, amid the chaotic activity in the back of that ambulance, the realization hit me. We all have those life events that make us question certain basic assumptions. The two things I thought about that summer night, and the crystallizing moment that followed, all linked to the argument I'll be making in this book. And the thesis is this: women are genetically superior to men. When I started doing research as a neurogeneticist, someone who specializes in the genetic mechanics of neurodegenerative disease, one of the unexpected challenges I experienced was recruiting sufficient numbers of healthy older adults to participate in the studies. Even with the perfect research question and all the necessary financial support in place to test them, I'd often be stymied and have to delay because I couldn't find healthy older age and sex-matched volunteers. The recruitment process could take years. Unless, of course, you've got Sarah on your side. Sarah's in her late 80s and has 2 titanium hips, but with her walker, she's pretty much unstoppable. Her weekly schedule consists of a watercolor course, swimming, and a cardio class, rounded out with a regular dancing soiree. If that wasn't enough, Sarah takes part in almost daily events at different senior centers across the city. She's a member of a volunteer organization that visits hospitalized older adults who may not have any family or friends to spend time with them. She also happens to be my grandmother. I'm often asked by family members if I'd be willing to speak to Sarah directly about slowing down. Everyone gets worried that she's simply too busy. My response to them is always the same. It's because she's so active and draws so much meaning from her daily activities that she's doing as well as she is. More important, if she stopped being social, I would quickly run out of older adult research volunteers. My grandmother first started helping me recruit for my studies almost 20 years ago. She wasn't shy about giving advice either. "You'll never get one person wanting to help you with your study with that scary white lab coat and name tag on," she said. "If I were you, I'd try taking it off, and your nurse too. No lab coats. They..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?